Hi, welcome to Chef in the Garden. I'm Chef Jason. I own a restaurant called Percheption. We focus on local organic sustainability. We make everything from scratch. Today we're going to be preparing curry chard. Not everybody's familiar with curry spice, but it's delicious and it's very easy to prepare this dish. So first we're going to start with some peeled cloves of garlic. We're going to mince them. The way we like to do it is just give it a smash. We sprinkle a little bit of salt on there. When you're using a knife, make sure you have adult supervision. Now it doesn't have to be super fine. This can be rustic. Now we take a yellow onion. We're gonna dice this. What we're gonna do is take thin slices down the middle, then go back through the top. And nice even dices. And then with our beautiful chard from the garden, we've got rainbow. A lot of people like to take out the ribs, but I think the ribs are delicious, and I don't like to waste food. We like to use every part of everything. So when my kids help me cook, they like to just rip it up into chunks, into pieces, and that's perfectly acceptable. It's still delicious, tastes the same. When we do it in the kitchen, at the restaurant, what we like to do is take a stack of it, and then roll it up and go through with our knife, nice fat ribbons. And we'll take it all the way through the stem because the stems are fantastic, great texture and same delicious flavor and still full of nutrients. So next, we're gonna prepare the dish. This one's super fast, super easy. And while we wait for our pan to get hot, let's go to Mr. Pickle, and he's going to show us how to plant chard.
Okay, class. Today for science, we're going to learn how to transplant a plant. Mr. Pickle! Mr. Pickle! Quit faking like you're trying to sleep. Come on up here and show the class. Mr. Pickle! Come on.
Okay, class. The first thing you got to remember is that the plants don't like to be out of the soil very long. So see? So first we got to do is want to squeeze the container a little bit just to loosen the plant and the roots from the container. Put your hands in here if you can. And you just want to flip it upside down, squeeze it a little bit. Come on, come on, come out, wherever you are. Oh, look. Now it's out. So you can see the roots have grown out a little bit. I'm going to give them a little bit of a tickle. And so just tickling. And you can talk to the plant. Hey, plant, like that. Hey, plant, you can come out now. And then you got to dig a hole in here a little bit to put them in. When you put it in here, you want to have the top part the same level. There. And then I'll put a little soil around here. See, it's in there. And then now we're just going to give it some water, give it some sunlight. Any questions, class, on this at all?
Mr. Pickle, please write this on the board. No, not this. Write the scientific name of these plants. The scientific name for rainbow chard is Beta vulgaris.
In the scientific name, the first word is always capitalized, class. And the second word is never capitalized. This is really important to remember this. How did I do, teacher?
Thank you, Mr. Pickle.
Wow, that was incredible, Mr. Pickle. That chard grew fast. Here we've got a pan. It's already getting nice and warm. We don't want it too hot. We don't want it to the point where it's smoking because we don't want to burn anything. We want to add some fat, either avocado oil or a good clean oil, whatever you like cooking with. We're going to take our diced onion. We're just going to stir that until we start getting a little bit of color on our onions. We don't need to take them too far, but we don't want them to be raw. As you can see, we're starting to get a little bit of color here, and that's what we're going for. We want the onions to start to look a little bit translucent. When they're white, they're still kind of raw and crunchy, a little bit spicy. As we cook them and caramelize them, getting this nice pretty color, It makes them taste a lot sweeter and adds a lot more depth of flavor to the whole dish. Okay, now that we have some beautiful color, beautiful flavor happening on our onions, we're gonna add our garlic. And once we add our garlic, same thing, we just wanna stir that around a little bit to get a little bit of color. We don't wanna cook the garlic too far or else it'll burn and it'll taste very bitter. I think that's good. At this point, I'm gonna take our beautiful chard that we've cut up and just throw that right in the pan. The wonderful thing about this dish is chard is almost like a savory flavor. It's got a great salt content to the stems. It's delicious. So using a very mild curry spice just enhances that beautiful flavor. So once you've added your chard to the pan, just gently folding it over till all of the onions and the fat in your pan are coating that chard. And you see it just gently starts wilting a little bit. We don't want to cook it down too far. I don't like mushy vegetables. I like some texture. So I like them to still be a little crisp, and you can see it's now we're starting to get a little wilty. All of our chard is nice and shiny from the little bit of fat and the heat that's happening. So at this point, I'm going to turn off my heat and put just a pinch of salt. We're doing a Madras curry. It's nice, bright, floral. Got a little bit of sweetness to it. We're just going to sprinkle a little bit around. But this is a big, bold flavor and very nutritious, great for you. And it goes very well with the savoriness of the chard. And we just want to stir that all together. Make sure everything's evenly seasoned and distributed. I like to season with local honey. So we're just going to put a little drizzle. I like just a little bit just to help brighten it up, balance it out. Anytime we cook savory, we add a little bit of sweet. Anytime we cook sweet, we add a little bit of salt. And then the juice of a lemon. I like to do it right through my hands and catch the seeds. Just stir it all together. Make sure everything's evenly seasoned and distributed. And it's very simple, and it's delicious, and it's good for you. And now that we've added all of our ingredients, the most important thing is to taste it to make sure it's balanced the way you like it. I think it could use a tiny pinch more salt. And just a little bit more lemon. But again, that's the beautiful thing about cooking. It's up to you, however you like it. And the whole reason I love cooking is because I love eating. So here we have the best quality chard mixed up into some beautiful curry. Now let's enjoy. Delicious. Thanks for watching Chef in the Garden.